and then you have an empowered E. It actually stuns you from Seraphine. But the response of Blitzcrank is really hype.
DSG doesn't care. Like, they do not care what you pick. They will immediately slam whatever, you know.
That, according to Ido, was meant to be kind of built around Kryra and the idea that Ido really feels strongly. You play through jungle. That is the way to play the game right now. And Castle, he's trying to push for 6, but Impact at 6 first. Castle levels up, hits the ulti, has to flash back to do it. Castle thought he was going to get there first. Rise does have no flash, but in comes the Realm Warp, and that is going to be a freebie. You have to think for Dark Wings. Castle trying to buy time for the abilities to come back, but can he slice and dice out to safety? They are waiting a long time on this. Impact is scared. He doesn't want to get involved because he knows he could get taken out. Rune Prison will grab first blood for Dark Wings. Nicely done. Castle overplayed his hand.
And aggression coming bot lane, but look.
Lions has no hook, so his hook missed, and that is how the lane looks when you have no hook, is they just walk at you. You are outranged on the Kaza. Huhi, though, has no flash, gonna get flashed on here, and the follow-up knock-up is there. Sajed coming in, they knock him down. Good gank from Kryra, but Hambach is level 6 first. Oh. Flashes forward, ults in. Sajed is locked into this Cataclysm, but Rahel cannot really join. Rahel is just hitting Kryra, and now Hambach on the side is losing the fight. Sajed flashes away.
That's
barely
crazy.
Survives as everything goes pear-shaped.
Is in this game very briefly, but I think Drake is going to be traded for Grubs here, which if you're DSG, you're very happy about. Against the Ashe Seraphine, being able to get the first Drake on your side is huge.
It really is. We saw Golden Glue in that interview talking about how they picked for winning lanes, but things weren't really going that great in the early laning. Castle was kind of outlaning Impact in the first couple levels. He had pressure on him. He got hooked twice, so they kind of lost some pressure there. Darkwings, with the role quest giving additional gold to supports, Enchanters just outpace melee supports so heavily when they're on multiple items, and it's much easier to get towards multiple items in competitive games now than it ever really has been, because control wards cost less, you get passive gold, as Impact taking a big trade here against Castle, who will be forced to pop that ult, has his flash, may have to use it as in comes the Realm Warp. Can he even survive? Flash forward there from Hambach with the flash Q. Darkwing's gonna try to finish him off. Drops the turret aggro, barely survives.
Monetarily wasn't worth it in the short term.
Yeah, I completely agree. Hambach gonna get spotted on the ward. They're still waiting around. I don't think he's gonna expect this. Gonna get stunned in. In comes the killer instinct from Sajed. Hambach, remember, he spent his flash in the previous play. Sajed gonna have to cleanse flash out. Nice sidestep on the ulti coming through there from Huhi, but Darkwings is coming on the roam. He's gonna be able to reinforce them pretty quickly. Call Me trying to get there in time to help out. Maybe can throw it on the wall and keep Kryra safe. Looks like he will be able to. Lions has the hook back up, but it's gonna be a whiff, as Darkwing is just going to push forward through this Anivia ulti, gets no one. You're doing nothing on Blitzcrank. So a lot of pressure on Lions. We'll see if he can make something happen. He's going to get connected onto by that Ashe arrow. Has his flash available. Didn't flash anything. Just CC'd down. 100 to 0. In comes Kryra and Call Me. They arrive. Flashing forward there on a Hambach. They're going to try to knock him down. Sajed gets the kill there as Darkwings arrives. Sajed incredibly low. Rahel pushing forward. He's going to fall. Call Me in trouble. Kryra in trouble. He's going to go back in with the Sun. Try to take one with him. But he's rooted up. He's stunned up. Rahel gets a double. And the fight from DSG goes terribly as Rahel gets paid and gets the double buff.
That's the fight that could swing the game for Sentinels. Double buffs all across the board. The Rise ult comes in at just the right time. I mean, Call Me's going to try and move in right here, but this seems rather ambitious by Call Me and Lions.
Yeah, I mean, with what damage are you going to do something here? He's hoping for some sort of a misplay, a miracle steal, but they're going to be able to grab it. No problem at all. Lions did have the hook, but didn't think...
I mean, Sajed is going to be in a position where he's the one who needs to carry. He's got a decent amount of gold on the Kaisa, but it's just a really hard game to play right now if he's always flying into the Ashe Seraphine. You can see DSG really want to be able to contest this, but probably realize that it's a losing fight, so... more indecision for sure in this
here, up about 900 gold, even though he's down farm and has the same amount of kills as Rahel, so has been able to cash in on some of those plates. Impact could be in some trouble. There's the stun into the hook. Do they have the damage here from Kryra? Will he Mega out? Huhi flashes in, has the shield to try to protect him, and now Impact's going to be able to go Mega. Castle gets knocked up. He's going to be thrown to the wall. Surely, in comes the ulti there from Huhi. They don't have the damage to finish anyone off just yet. Rahel now arriving. Hambach messes up. Oh no, okay, I guess that was the spectator. Kind of went weird on the flag and drag, but does end up knocking him down. Rahel pushing forward. Can they try to turn anything around? Kryra has to flash out. Sajed is in trouble. This is a disaster. Lions is incredibly low. They're corralled under the turret. Call Me comes in. Can they defend the dive? Lions is so low, and they have the Herald. This is going to go down in a hurry. Hambach going to get interrupted, though, by the Anivia wall. Nicely played by Call Me. they still don't have a wave here, as the EMEA may have just bailed them out of this situation. Well done, but on the other side of the map, the Rise is cashing in the top lane.
I mean, it's bad for DSG, but it could have been 1,000 gold 20 minutes in.
Yep, looking good. Darkwing scaling well this game. Gonna pop the Ghost early here. Kryra may be able to catch up to him. Does have that smite, but on the other side, it's gonna be Lions again getting caught out. They are behind, and when you're behind on Blitz, you are looking useless, and Lions definitely is looking that this game thus far as Huhi, Hombach, and Rahel take him out. So a lot of crystals built up there. Calmy trying to get some damage down. In comes the Encore, gonna get flashed by Calmy. Nicely done by him. Kryra arrives. In comes everyone from DSG. Impact on the side, though, is crushing them. Puts the EMEA into the egg, and there's a shutdown onto Rahel. Sajed is just free-firing now. Sajed is starting to pick up a lot of kills, but can Impact and Darkwings make it happen? It's the solo laners here on the side trying to get it done. Impact goes into mini. They're gonna try to back it up. Can Castle get in over onto Darkwings? Slice, dice. The slow does not connect as the phase rush was still proc, but the stun does come through, and now Sajed is going forward. They're trying to knock him down. Do they have the damage? Just barely get the shutdown. Castle gets paid. That was a great fight for DSG.
They're absolute psychopaths. I mean, Calmy seemed like he started that in a 1v4, but this is the sneaky power of both
This
Sajed.
down. Hombach is in the area. It is getting focused down quick. Ash Arrow will not connect onto Calmy.
Flip this.
Is he able to sidestep it? Impact has Megan already. He's going to go in. It's going to be secured, though, by Kryra on the side. We can see Impact has CC'd up Lions, who goes down in a hurry. The Sun comes across multiple members as they are locked in the Cataclysm. Kryra can't get anything done, but Sajed is going to ult into the side, knocks down Hombach. Calmy trying to duel against Darkwings here.
Flank in that mid lane fight is what actually turned it, and that's
go.
crazy as well.
He goes in very nicely timed ult from Rahel. He just stuns him instantly when he arrives. No one
want
for
to protect his goal lead. Let's see the teleport in. Nars no TP, so it is a temporary 4v4. No jungler, though.
They got to force. Castle pops the ulti. They're going forward. They're looking for Rahel. Rahel is going to get actually cleansed out, but he just dies anyway. Darkwings on the side is getting zoned off. Hombach is in some trouble. Sajed ults forward. Darkwings is going to fall. Impact has now arrived. He almost has Mega. Can he make something happen? Does land the stun. The wall-up comes through. Jumps in. Stuns up Sajed. Knocks down Sajed. Huhi on the side trying to run from Calmy. Gonna have to
so they're going to slowly move up here as Hombach is now at a quarter health.
Oh, there's the Ash Arrow in on the Castle. They're locking him up in the CC chain. It's just not ending. Castle, even through the Sterix, even through the ulti, just goes down. That CC was never ending. Really beautiful chain between the Ash, the Gnar, the Seraphine, and now they are over onto this Baron. This Seraphine already on 2 completed items, plus the upgraded boots, plus the tier. DSG realized we can't contest this. Who's going to keep them too healthy? They're going to have to trade for the Dragon.
Yep, 4v5. They have to trade for the Drake as well. That's kind of the worst case scenario, though, when you're slow checking if your Renekton ends up getting one shot. Not enough tenacity to break the CC chain. But Sentinels really have to do something with this Baron power play now because they're giving up Soul Point. Mountain Soul Point, which I think if they complete the Soul, they will end up winning the game. That's 1 tier 2 turret, makes the Baron power play plus 1,600. Yeah. Might want to go for some Mercury Treads. I know the steel caps are very good against Ash.
That Sajed can just crush it in the team fights. He's on 4 items, has the Zonias, and has shown his prowess on this Kaza a number of times.
Yeah, spread out, which I feel like if they stay a little bit closer together can be better for Sentinels. Hard to push against EMEA, though.
By both, honestly. Wow. Great sidesteps across the board as Huhi now throwing in the Encore. In comes Kryra. He's going to be looking, flashes forward, tries to knock him down, but Kryra's incredibly low, and Kryra's going to fall. Sentinels get another kill there as Hombach goes forward. Castle will survive. The hook gets a minion. That's about the best he's done in a while. As Castle trying to threaten, but he just can't. Sajed is outraged. In comes the Mega Gnar. He's going to get stunned up against the wall. Wall-up does connect, and now Calmy in a lot of trouble. Going to get Mega Gnar against the wall. He goes into the passive egg. Sajed is focusing down Impact. Can he get the kill? He can, but his mid laner is traded back on the side. Darkwing's chasing after Castle. Castle tries to slice over the wall, but fails it. Went too early. Can't get through. Gets knocked down. Now Darkwing's with the rise. I'll try to get in onto Sajed. Flash for flash. There's the hook, but can he even win the fight? The tower shot, not enough to knock him down because in comes the Seraphine to keep him safe.
What a fight there by Sentinels. Narrowly, if they get one more kill, they might be able to end the game.
After, but instead he saw an angle, went in, and the CC timing from Sentinels has been so good. He's getting insta-CC'd as he arrives on the Pantheon ult every time.
Might see a fight here, but probably just giving up the turret, hoping for a Mountain Soul fight. Also have, no matter what.
It's going to be the Dragon going over. DSG, of course, it was sitting at Soul Point from that earlier trade of Dragon for Baron, but their attempt at Soul will be delayed. Ash Arrow comes out. Rahel has been wide on most of these. Good sidesteps by DSG to avoid them. And Lions gonna have to see if he can find a way to get an impactful fight. You know, try to get a carry.
Wants to fight.
Yeah, DSG are posturing. Kryra moving forward here. Sajed on the side with him, but they are split up, and Calmy's going to be flashed on there by Hambach. And in comes the Encore. The CC is punishing, and in the backline, Impact is sunning up the entire team. They are locked down. They are knocked down. It's a triple already for Darkwings, as he is just destroying them in this fight. Impact picks up another. It was nearly a quadra. Calmy TP's out to safety, but there is nowhere to run, nowhere to hide from the Sentinels team.
Darkwings just overpowers DSG in this last fight. He also empowering everyone with the massive support gap in this game too. It's looking like Sentinels is equalizing the series.
Yeah, they are marching on the Nexus. Calmy gonna get rooted up, gonna get locked down. The CC chains just never end. Huhi with a fantastic Seraphine game, showing off the power of the pick, and Sentinels coordinating so well on their timing with the CC across multiple fights. They tie up the series. A great